these are Kyle's notes. Can you guys hear me right now? I just got
Yeah.
I can hear you.
lost. Okay, that was my keyboard. Okay, so yeah, going into the draft. Let me go back. We'll set my way back machine here. So definitely, I had several needs. I had some bad luck, as we all know, last year. I had my Darius Geis, who blew his knee out in the first day of training, I believe. So that was bad.
Solid.
I was feeling really, really solid on him, and that's still a question mark. But I'm hoping that we're getting to better pastures with him. And I have a lot of development guys I feel really great about, but had a little bit of bad luck last year. Things didn't quite fall my way. I just missed the finals. I just missed the upper bracket, along with whoever the other one was that happened to. It was right in there, like points away from it. So, just kind of right at the end of the season, shit didn't fall my way. Needs wise, definitely wide receiver, strong for me going in, but also running back. But I had needs on both because of the Darius Geis thing. And then Alshon Jeffrey just falling into first of all, the shoulder injury, and then just splitting. Philadelphia is a shitty place for fantasy players, except with the exception of Zach Ertz and possibly Carson Wentz this year. It hasn't been a great place. So definitely had needs in both areas there. So for me, I felt personally I didn't have as strong of a need in the quarterback area. I wouldn't mind another one right now. I have a need. So I kind of had needs everywhere, except for maybe tight end. I a little bit overreached and overdrafted on tight ends, but not quite the QB hoardings equivalent that was the other guy, but yeah, definitely overdrafted a little bit on that. Because Kyle and I had a conversation early on where he was telling me about the benefits to tight end. I didn't quite fully at the time I did the original draft grok exactly what that meant. So I sort of erred on the side of I better overdraft her. So that was this little backstory on that. Hit it lucky on Jared Cook. I believe that I just got lucky on that with the placement. I think with just regards to the Jared Cook situation, even though everybody's excited for him going to a better offense in New Orleans away from Oakland. Oakland's a great place to get massive touches, right? And the thing is, they'll overuse you there. You can be a touch hoarder there. And so I think actually his value declines a little bit now. Hey, but I shouldn't. Anybody who's going to be a willing trade partner here, I say the opposite. He's a great buy right now.
Right.
But yeah, so I think the value. The dude's super old and everything. So for me though, that wasn't an area of need. All that said, again, I feel like I will take any credit you guys want to give me in this draft, but some of it for me, I mean, I definitely did my research and I was ready to rock. Things went way better for me than I ever expected because of other people's situations, and that happens in drafts, right? Zach, we already beat the dead horse here. Zach needed Kyler Murray, he got him. That's great.
That was your lucky one right there.
Right there, that changed my fortunes, right? Because I wasn't going to homer pick Miles Sanders. I felt a lot of allergy to that, and I don't think David Montgomery was quite on my radar. I'd like to say, if I knew now if I knew then what I know now, I would have picked David Montgomery had Josh Jacobs fallen, but I didn't know that. I wouldn't have gone for Paris Campbell probably. So I would have gone Montgomery if I knew, but I probably wouldn't have. I probably would have gone Paris Campbell. In any case, so that really fell my way. I was super happy about that. Coming into my second pick, and I want to get your guys' opinions on this too. I just want to give my view of what I was thinking. Coming into this, I was high on Marquise Brown. And so I was super psyched about that one falling in my lap. He was what I was hoping for here. So that fell in my lap too. And somebody pointed that out. It might have been Yugi. Somebody said, I feel like this whole lapse is falling on S. Daly's lap. Yeah. This whole draft. I was like, I would have to agree with you. And then, after that, it was really about those first 2 rounds for me where that happened. After that, I was interested in Jalen Hurd. So I was happy here. I had no pain in this draft. Like everything this one was like, I was going to grab Bruce Anderson in a long shot, but he went, so no big deal. I was very happy to take either of these 2 guys. Kelvin fell. If Terry McLaurin had gone, I would have taken Kelvin Harmon. I wasn't really high on Riley Ridley. I'm not a believer on him. I am in his brother, but not him. So anyway, yeah, so it was pretty easy picks for me to make, at least from my perspective and what I was wanting and thinking based on my needs and based on the talent. So
yeah, let me go ahead and tell you where you messed up.
Bring it.
No.
Go. I'm really curious.
Second round pick. Like Like I think that was just, like I said, the draft just fell in your lap, and it's just an absolute beautiful thing. And this is the thing too. Like, yeah, you just barely missed out on the playoffs last year, but that ends up being a good thing because of the
Right.
fact that you got this forefront. You know what I mean? Like, look
Right.
at what ended up coming to your team because of the fact that you missed the playoffs. Like, now your
Sure.
team is so much better. Um, what I really wanted to see is because you have Matt Ryan and Jared Goff as your quarterback, I really feel like you need to get something behind them. I would have liked to see you try to trade up to try to get one of these quarterbacks right here. Somehow give up your third and your fourth round and something, another piece to move up and
Yeah.
get a quarterback.
I didn't want them. I did not want
Yeah,
them.
and that's the thing. I can understand that. You absolutely just flat out don't believe in those quarterbacks. I get it.
Nope.
That makes
Nope.
sense. You
Nope.
rock into this year with just two quarterbacks. But I would have 100% taken Darwin Thompson instead of Jalen Hurd right here. Like you could have
Really?
gone running back, wide receiver, running back, wide receiver, and I think your draft would have been like an absolute home run.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's it's yet to be determined, but I definitely see your point there. And yeah, that's a solid comment. How about
Yeah,
you?
that's all. I gave you a B plus, I believe. I think you might have had like the highest grade that I had in the draft.
I'm honored because I understand
Yeah.
that you don't give it out easily. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave you an A minus, and basically, you had all 4 picks. You took the best running back available, and who fell into your lap. Guaranteed starting volume. Marquise Brown is a solid upside pick. The 3rd and 4th round picks are long shots at best in even the running back situation. The thing about a running back instead of a receiver there is just that the opportunity for a running back to step into a more voluminous role is a lot higher than a wide receiver. Like, it just doesn't work quite the same way,
Yeah.
with receivers. Like a guy doesn't just get hurt and then suddenly they're getting all kinds of volume. So yeah, maybe taking another dart on running back would have worked in your benefit. That's why you don't get an A plus.
I
But
get it. And I honestly, I grade myself the same way. I agree with you. You guys have convinced me, just like we convinced Guy earlier. I would now today, doing it differently, I would go for Darwin Thompson. And if he was gone, I would go for Alexander Madison. So I agree 100% that I missed. I should have gone for a running back there. And yeah, so great comments.
yeah, we live and we learn.
Yeah, it's good. I'm just glad I screwed up in the later rounds, not the early. More pain.